Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Theoni with Thrifty Divas, and you are joining me for part 5 of Kitchen Chronicles. And in the midst of all of this, I noticed a little leak on my boiler that's actually causing like a little rust. Andy told me it was like a little breather valve and to call my HVAC guy, so I just did that. And I actually knew like a week and a half ago, but I just called and he's here now to fix that. Hi guys, it is Tuesday morning, February 13th. We are recapping Monday's work, which is day 1 of week 3. So they have been spackling. He's coming, well, we'll talk about that in a second. I hope he is one heck of a spackler, because it always makes me nervous when it looks like that. But anyway, fingers crossed on that. So look at the header, all sheetrock and spackled. Anyway, that's what they were doing most of the time yesterday. So today happens to be a snow day. You can't tell, but it is coming down an awful lot. And he's supposed to contact me to let me know if he's coming today by himself to spackle more. The cabinet doors, I got a notification that they're supposed to be delivered today, so a day early. And they gutted the pantry yesterday. And let me show you this. I really regret not saving pieces of the other one, but at least it is memorialized on video. But I'll see if I can't, I don't know how I could get a piece of that. It's very much on there. So maybe we'll just leave that as part of history of the house. I'm pretty sure the other stuff got completely removed. But yeah, Brett and little man have snow days today. Look at my paper island. Goodness. It's like blending in now. It even has grout lines. And everything is kind of a mess because he left in a rush yesterday. So it's pretty messy. But we'll see. I'm still waiting to hear from him. So that's all I know for now. Did he do this side too? Let's see. I can't really tell. Is there spackle on this wall? I think a little. Yeah, I think there's a little, right? This strip here. But yeah, that was yesterday. So that's going to be the size of the opening for the pantry. And that's it for today. I'll keep you posted. Well, he texted me at 8:30 in the morning, said he's going to call it and he's going to skip a day. Look at all my bamboo with the weight of the snow blocking our deck. We had fun though. We went sledding and had fun. Also, check this out. I've never actually seen this before in tracking. Delivery failed, bad weather. So I guess my pantry doors are not coming early. That's fine. Another thing I had to do was order trim and for the floor, and I had to do it online. The store didn't have it. I don't know. So I looked online. This is pictures of my floor. I had to try to figure this out all through pictures. And I think, I know these pictures are terrible and pixelated, but I think I found one that will look pretty okay. It's this color. It's called Haze. So I ordered all the floor edging in this, and let me give you a side-by-side with the floor so that you can see. And I mean, I think it'll work. Only will really notice, and it's at like doorways. So it's fine. Now we're going to go into Thursday, which is Wednesday's work. All right, so what they did yesterday was, first off, they pulled out a lot of my cabinets. I don't know why, and I don't necessarily like that. Look, there's like stuff in the drawers and stuff. The reason why I don't like that is because there's tons of sanding and spackling that still needs to be done. And I just personally don't like the fact that I have cabinetry brand new out of the box, out and exposed. Look at how messy everything's looking. Yeah, so that's basically where we're at. It is mostly still sanding and spackling. And this is better light, so we could see there's a lot of spackle on that new wall that had to be bumped out. Pantry's still waiting for the doors. The doors came on Wednesday, the 14th, like they were supposed to. So now it has to be framed out according to the door specifications and all of that good stuff. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I talked to Andy about it, and he said he'll cover them. Well, I hate to be that guy, but they were not covered because he was using a sander with a vacuum attachment. But to me, this is not cool. I'm just going to leave that at that. Here is the pantry floor. Andy and I had a discussion. I have to make a choice about it. He can either level it off, make it straight, and have my floor run straight in. But I wanted a little bit of a lip because past experience, dust, if you have a long-haired dog, etc., etc., things go underneath and it's annoying. So I always said if I redo the pantry, I want a lip. Now, obviously, we have our limitations of the door size, the opening size, and he has to frame out the top for the track because they're bifold doors. He said he doesn't recommend a lip, but whatever. I have my reasons for why I want it. So I have decided I am going to do the lip, no matter how small it is. He's going to continue the flooring on the inside there, but I need to get a different trim for the edge. Now we are going to move on to Thursday's work. And here we are. Cabinets still out, cabinets still uncovered, a whole bunch of stuff on them. He taped their packaging onto the fronts, and I guess that's how he's covering them when they're not there, is with this. So I hope this tape comes off no problem, but also this bag of garbage was in there, and the first thing I did was take it out. Spoiler alert. When I talked to Andy the next morning, the first thing he did was put it back in. So I'm biting my tongue on a lot of things, trying to pick my battles, but I am getting irritated at things. But it is what it is, like I always say. So we've started the framing for the pantry. I did decide on that little lip. So the outside, I think just like the bottom quarter of an inch or something. I don't know. We could just paint the wood before we put that trim on. I ordered a special step, I think it's a stair edge, I think it's called, in the same finish as the other ones I just showed you. It's called Haze. So at least they had that, so it'll match. But yeah, I want it. I talked to my mom, I talked to Brett, and I also, if I don't do the less than 2 inches at the bottom or whatever it is, he has to do it at the top. And I don't want any more cut off at the top. You know, I want easy reach. So that's my decision, and we're sticking to it. So the coat closet is framed out. Now, here's another thing. He told me to have the designer leave 40 inches for him for a 30-inch door. I did that. He told me we can only do a 28-inch door now. I said, why? With the 40 I left you? He measured and said, well, it's 39 and a half. Don't know what's going on here, but okay. I have a 28-inch closet door now. I feel like that, I don't know. It's all very nerve-wracking and scary because the cabinets aren't in. So let's hope that all squeezes in the way that it's supposed to with the designer's measurements and all of that. But more will be revealed, I guess. And yeah, this cabinetry stuff is really, it's testing me, guys. Look at all the spackle on the floor, too. There are some giant chunks of spackle on the floor that I will really need to be scraped up completely before this laminate goes down, or else I think that's going to show, right? I mean, what do I know? But anyway, so here we are. Oh, and I noticed last night, I need to ask Andy about this. So my ceiling has, I don't know if you can really see it. Let me turn on the light so that you can get more of the variation. All right, here we go. I turned on the light. So my ceiling has this like texture. You see that? And then the spackle is totally smooth. And Andy is going to be painting. So I don't know how that's going to work. So I need to ask him about that. Because obviously it can't be different. So I don't know. I'll ask him and I'll see what he says. But yeah, it was mostly, so they did frame out the coat closet, but it's mostly just more spackling and sanding. And he did put the framing around the pantry for where the doors are going to go. And that is where we're at. Sorry for making you dizzy. Oh, and look at this. Look at what I noticed. These should have been taken down, but they were not. And who's cleaning that? Not me. I also want to ask him about taking this off. He gave me some story about, I don't know if it's hardwired to the police and fire, and I don't want to mess with it. But let me show you something in here. There was a huge panel in my pantry, and I said, remove that. I have actually undone the wires. These are the remnants of the wires from the alarm system brain coming from the basement. So dude, it's not wired to anything anymore, clearly. So I'm going to have to ask him to take that keypad off, because I don't want it. We have a different alarm now, so not that. And here's another huge chunk of spackle. The more time I spend in here, the more I realize I need to get out. Okay. But yeah, that's another thing I have to remember to ask him about is that keypad. Clearly, I need to order more blinds now, different blinds. And yeah. And here's my poor cabinets. Yep. So Andy gave me a big list from Home Depot, all the paint and the shelving for the pantry. So I will have to go to Home Depot and pick all that stuff up for him so that he has it ready when he's ready to paint. So it's Friday. I just drove to the stone showroom. My friend Mike, the stone fabricator, told me to come here, check out things so I can see the whole slab and all of that. So we're here. This is exciting to pick out the counters. This place is huge and kind of scary. So they give you a clipboard so that you can walk around and write down the names of any slabs you like, and then they'll send them over to your fabricator and he'll give you prices. They don't deal with prices at all. So I'm just looking at things that I like. And I'm alone, so I have to send everything to Brett so that he can see it and give me his opinion. So I'm just showing you guys a few that I like. Also, I'm showing you the same things I showed Brett. Look at this. Look at what's happening while I'm here. This big crane thing is coming, and I get to see them just pick up a slab right in front of me. I never knew how this is done, but yeah. Wow, okay. So we just got to kind of ignore that and business as usual. Look at different types of stone. I'm very I don't know. I'm so confused, and you start looking at them and then they all start looking the same. So I guess it really all comes down to nitpicking the veining here. I'm waiting to see if this thing's going to drop. Look. Look, it did. It picked it up. It picked it up. They're taking a whole slab. All right, well, that was a fun little bonus. Okay, let's keep looking at slabs. This one is kind of nice. I showed Brett, and then he said he doesn't like how the veining looks like it's all running in the same direction. I didn't even think of that. But, I don't know. I feel like when they cut it and you get a slab. You never know what you're going to get. I don't know. This one is one that my friend actually recommended to me. And it's not bad. It's not bad. It does have a little more gray speckles underneath than I was looking for. But I think he said he could get me a really good price on that one. So it's definitely a strong contender. This one, Brett and I don't like this one. Big veining, but for some reason I'm kind of digging this one.
I'm a little surprised.
I don't know.
I actually really like this one.
So this one is definitely a strong contender too. My friend ended up telling me he could get me a pretty good price on that one as well. This one is similar to the other Miragio you just saw, although it has, I think, some blue veining mixed in. Don't know if you can see it. It's got like two-tone veining. Anyway, decisions to be made, but it will really rely on pricing. So we'll see. And now we're going to review Friday's work. Good morning, guys. It is Saturday morning, and we are going to recap Friday, which is the last day of week 2. We woke up to some more white stuff, a lot more than they said. So we're going to have another fun snowball day and all that. This is still killing me, just in case anyone was wondering. I do not like this at all. At all. Look at this. I don't like this. And I know his rationale will probably be, they're in between, like the cabinets are against things when they're installed, but I don't care. I don't like it. Yeah, anyway, moving on from that, let's look at what we did here. So we had a decision to make, and we made it. I decided I want my ledge. I do. So he put in the ledge. He's going to continue the flooring in there, even with the ledge. I'll have to probably get a different, I think it might be okay, actually. So I ordered another, like an L-shaped. It's for steps, like a little L trim. That's the same as the other trims to put there. And then there'll be floor in there. I have to go buy all these racks. I want the inside gray, I decided. So he said he'll do that. We have a lot more spackling and things to do. Spackling, sanding, a lot. Obviously the lights still need to go in. Oh, I asked him about the ceiling, and he said that it'll all be textured when it's done because of the roller that he is going to use. So that's what he told me. Yeah. So this is that wall that had to get, bumped out. Took down that plate rack. Brett actually made those ridiculous holes. So luckily, Andy will spackle those and we'll be rid of those. Brett got a little carried away. That's why I don't like him hanging things. Closet is framed out with sheetrock and everything now. So that is that. And again, there's going to be the double light switch there. So yeah, mostly they did this. There's just a lot more. The spackling and sanding is forever and a day. So that is where we're at. Takes up a lot of time. A lot of time. But that's it. And he said he will be painting hopefully by the end of the following week. He is not coming Monday because of the holiday. I guess his kids are off from school, so he's staying home. And that works for me because I know I want my kitchen done, but I also really appreciate a day off from the madness. Like, it's just a lot. If you've ever had it done, you know. So you see this here? That's a little radio. That's his Red Bull. Even when they step out in the truck to eat lunch for 30 minutes during the day, They leave the radio on. Like there's just never, it's just too much. It's too much. But he claims like 2.5 weeks left is what he says. So we shall see. But this is the end of week 2. And he will be back Tuesday of next week. So it'll only be a 4-day week. And I don't know if I've mentioned, I need to order new blinds. I just need to order new blinds. And I had little delicate curtains up there on these 2 windows with little beads hanging off. Took me too long to realize I need to pull those down or else they'll be destroyed. And I have to hand wash those because they're beaded. So that sucked because I really like those little curtains and I want to put them back up. So yes, and I also need to order the hardware. So I really need to look at my plans, see how many cabinets I have, see their sizes, and order the appropriate size because, like, for example, there's I don't know where it is right now, one of these. There's a 36-inch drawer unit. So that's a big old one. Is it 36? I don't know. It's a big one. Yes, it is. 33? 33. So I need like an 11-inch handle for that, for those drawers, because I want one big one in the middle. But for the other ones, obviously I don't need that. And the drawers are different than the cabinets for handles. And so I need to figure all that out. It's getting a little complicated. But yeah. Oh, and he pulled off this molding here, which I think last week I showed you, he's just going to have to trim that like a hair from his calculations. That's it up there. But yeah, that is where we're at. It probably keeps looking like not much is getting done, but it is. It's just that spackling takes forever. And I think he's going to be doing that for almost a whole nother week, I believe. So, all right, I am going to go. I will see you guys next week for more of an update. And until the next one, stay blessed, my friends. I love each and every one of you.